Successful canola growing always comes down to one word: yield. And successful growers are always looking for new ways to maximize that. That's what we're here to explore today. Research in Western Canada shows that plant biomass before bolting is the key factor in determining canola yield. In other words, most of your yield is developed early. So keeping fields free of weed competition throughout early development is critical for the best possible outcome at harvest. Today, we're going to take a different approach and a different look at weed control with some innovative new technology. Using this unmanned aerial vehicle, or UAV, we'll see how Aris herbicide in clearfield canola compares to other systems from the ground up. On the left, we see a competitive competition canola system, and on the right, clearfield canola. We're seeing key weeds typically found in canola fields early in the season, including redwood pigweed, shepherd's purse, lamb's quarters. And in other parts of the fields, we're seeing wild buckwheat, stinkweed wild mustard, green foxtail. In both areas, there's typical pressure from key broadleaves and grasses, including flushing weeds. It's mid-June, and the first in-crop application has just been sprayed. Let's check back in a couple of weeks to compare results once the crop has had time to develop. We're back, and we're going down for a closer look at the weed control of both systems. In the area treated with competitive herbicide, we're seeing evidence of a secondary flush of weeds. It'll need a second application to keep the pressure down. That means additional cost for the farmer. Keep in mind, those weeds have been growing since the first application, so they'll continue to reduce the crop's yield potential until they're brought back under control. In the area treated with Aris herbicide, we see a better control of secondary flushing. That's the clearfield advantage. Aris controls flushing weeds to keep your canola weed-free right through early crop development. And since Aris uses a different mode of action, it controls canola volunteers from other systems. Want to see Aris in action on flushing volunteer canola? The following time-lapse video shows its superior performance versus the competition. You get consistent, reliable weed control in a single application to get your canola off to a clean start, which is just what it needs to build that yield early. All great reasons to include Clearfield and Aris herbicide in your rotation and take the canola to new heights.